Hello, hello.
Hi, how's it going?
Do you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, perfect. Because I'm right now in our rehearsal space. We're rehearsing for the next tour, and I'm just on my mobile Wi-Fi, so maybe the connection's not that good or something. But when you can hear everything and see everything, then it's good.
Yeah, everything's working good on my end, so hopefully it
Okay.
stays that way on both ends. I definitely know
Yeah,
that pain as well.
yeah, good. Then easy.
Oh, well, awesome. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to do this interview.
Yeah, always, always. Thank you for being that spontaneous. I mean, you asked for a different time, I think, and could switch it. So thank you for that.
Oh, I'm glad to do it. I try to keep myself as open as possible in situations like this because I know things can constantly change all the time. So,
Yeah,
it's like if I'm open to be able to do it whenever, it's like I still want the interview to happen. So, just to make sure I can give you the best promotion I possibly can.
yeah, cool. Thank you so much. And thanks for
Oh,
doing the interview.
oh, absolutely. I'm glad to do it and be able to talk about some brand new music coming out at the end of next month on the 31st of October. I've gotten the chance to be able to check out the album over the course of this week since I got the opportunity to be able to talk to you. And every time that I listen to it, I love it more and more. I love
Really?
what you guys are doing here on this one. I love the concept of what's going on with it. I love the genre bending that happens with it. Just those quick little left of
Thanks.
center turns that just like make you turn your head just a little bit and that right before it kicks back in. I love that stuff so much. It makes you want to pay attention and go back and listen to it over and over again.
Well, thank you so much. I mean, I think I did some podcasts already in the past, like 4 or 5 days, and mostly they only could listen to one or two songs, like the singles, and didn't have the full album. So it's like one of a special opinion now when you listen to the full album, and I hear it for the like first time from somebody else. So glad that you like it.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm glad to be able to share that opinion. And I hope that will continue on with anyone else that you talk to for press and especially the fans as more singles come out and eventually when the album comes out. Because I really do feel like the album from start to finish just works so cohesively well. I love the way
Wow.
everything's placed with the track listing. I love the sporadic moments that happen throughout it. It's just like it's just constantly engaging all the way through.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. I'm really glad that you see it like this because that was the original concept behind it. So always like surfing the wave. It's not always a super big wave. Sometimes it's a smaller one, and yeah, so we try to be a little bit dynamic in the sound with this. Back in the days, it was more just brutal, straight in the face, but now we try to implement something like stoner metal or stuff like this into the music also.
Yeah, and I've always been a big fan of dynamics like that too, because it makes the more brutal moments that much more brutal when you have
Yeah,
something that contrasts that. And when you're having fun, because like when I listen to the album, I can tell that you guys are having so much fun with the writing, the recording, everything that goes into it, because you don't make music like this when you're in a bad mood. Like this is just like, obviously lyrical concepts aside, musically, this is so much fun to listen to.
yeah, we try to keep our Stillbirth groove, which is like happening on every album, but still implement new stuff. And mostly I'm writing the new song, all the songs, and I get some input from the other guys when I got a construction of the song, and then they tell me, oh, maybe we can switch something like this or this. But yeah, I try to. Also evolved as a songwriter over the years. Like I'm doing this for 26 years now, so it's getting boring to write the same stuff every time. So I try to mix and evolve a little bit myself, and that's why it sounds so much fun.
Oh, definitely. So with that in mind, what was it like to start writing for the album?
uh, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, like when you first started
Yeah.
the writing cycle, like what was that like for you? Like, did you have like a vision in mind for it? Did you just have like a collection of riffs that you wanted to be able to flesh out? How did that come together?
Uh, Always when I start writing new music, it's from scratch, so I don't use any old stuff or something like this. It's the concept was pretty easy on this one because it was the finisher of our whole story, which started on the annihilation of mankind back in 2018, and now the story is finished. So you got a lyrical concept already in the head, and then you need to create the atmosphere which is fitting this concept. And yeah, I started with doing a script like a Hollywood film or something like this, and then I wrote down what I want to have in the whole album, which special parts should be in there, and then I wrote it down for every song, how I want to have the song. And after that, I started to write the riffs for it.
Oh, definitely makes sense. So, with that in mind, I mean, what is it like to conclude the story? I mean, do you feel like proud of the work that you've done with it? Do you feel like there was more you could have done? Are you excited to go into the next venture of what Stillbirth can be?
I mean, I listened to the new songs now for a million times already because, when you write the stuff and then you have to listen to it again and then on the mixing and master process and so on. So now, after listening so many times to the songs, I would still keep them like they are, and wouldn't change anything. So I like what what will come out, and I'm already working on the next ideas. Yeah, because this chapter is already finished since 1 year nearly. It always takes a time from the recording to the release. So yeah,
Oh,
but I wouldn't change anything.
Oh, that's great to hear on both ends, especially for the next music. Whenever that does happen, I'm already excited for the next release, despite the new album not even being out yet. I'm already excited for the next release, but I'm also glad to hear that you're not sick of the music already, because I know that can happen. When you go through the songwriting process, you get everyone else involved, the mixing, the mastering, everything else that goes with it. You can get tired of the songs before you even start to play them live. I'm glad that you're still enjoying them.
Yeah, we always try with Silver to create songs which we ourselves enjoy a lot. And on this album, it fits most for everybody from the band. That's why it's sounding like it sounds. And yeah, I mean, you need at least one listener, and that's yourself. So when you don't like the music, who else should do it? And yeah, we like our music, and we like to play it live. We like to present it to an audience and stuff like this.
Yeah, and I'm very excited to see how those songs are going to translate into the live setting as well, because as great as they sound on record, it's going to be so cool to see the live versions of the songs. Whatever songs end up in the live show, that's going to be so cool.
We are right now rehearsing for our next tour, which starts next Friday in Oberhausen, Germany, which is going through Europe. And there we will play 5 new songs, which are part released, like Baptized in Blood and Sacrificial Slaughter, but also 3 other songs which are not released now. And so the people which are coming to the show can listen to the new stuff before the release of the album, which is end of October.
Oh, so very cool. So, thinking about that, like, especially with the tour coming up next week, like, how hard was it to put together a set list for the upcoming touring?
Uh, Pretty easy because we got like 107 songs or something to choose from, and we played all of them live already and know which are the best for the live setting. So we can pick the songs from each album which are working best, and then put the 5 new songs into it. And yeah, we got a set list. So that was not that hard. I mean, when the album will be out, then we will also do a tour with just a new album. So that's then the difference. But for now, that was pretty easy to choose the right songs.
Oh, I'm glad to see that the whole album is getting that live representation as well too, because I know that doesn't always happen. So that's really cool to hear that the whole album will be represented live.
Yeah, I mean, it got a good flow in my opinion, and we want to try it live at least on one tour and see how it fits our party and all the engagement which we got on the stage and stuff like this. So you have to try it at least once, and if, when it's not working, then you take some other banger songs into the set, and then it's working again.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's all that trial and error, but once you figure out
yeah,
what works in the live setting and what doesn't, it does become rewarding in that sense.
yeah. I mean, we played like more than 1,000 shows already, and there we could experiment a lot on each show because some shows were only for 20 people or something. Then you can do other stuff which you wouldn't do when there are 1,000 people in front of the stage. So that's always a good practice and see how the people react for new stuff.
No, definitely. So, in speaking of getting those reactions, what was it like to try to decide what songs to release as singles before the album comes out?
Oh, yeah, that was a process inside the band. So we chose the singles. Baptized in Blood was chosen because it was the most controversial song with this happy chords in the beginning and stuff like this. And that's why we chose it to throw it out first because we wanted to shock the people a little bit. And maybe everybody's thinking, oh, they changed completely. But then they hear the other songs and they still hear the brutality coming. So it's just a little effect, but that's why we chose this song. And for the second single, Sacrificial Slaughter, it was the complete opposite of Baptized in Blood. So it's a dark song, the dark atmosphere and stuff like this. So yeah, we tried to do the opposite. And the next one will be just a groove song. It's the third song of the album. It's Throne of Bones. And that's the one with the cowbell. So another little special.
Oh, that's so great. And just between those three songs alone, I love right there all of the diversity between all three of those. And it just still doesn't give away the whole album either, because there's so much
Yeah.
more that goes on there that you just don't expect from an outside listener. And it's just I'm so excited to hear other people's reactions to the
Same,
other moments
same.
on the albums as well, because it's just like I had such a kick out of it. I can't wait for that.
Oh, really great. I love to hear that you really like it because it's always a struggle for a musician to put out new music. You don't know if the people will like it or not. Then some people will be, oh, it doesn't sound like the old stuff. Yeah, but you have to evolve yourself also as a band. And some bands evolve in a different direction, and we still try to keep the brutality, but put in more other stuff that it makes it more dynamic.
So, with it in mind, I mean, like, when it comes to that songwriting process, like, especially when you're putting in like the outside influences and messing around with genres, like, how do you know you're going into the right direction with it? I mean, does it just like feel natural when you throw it in? Do you have to work to make it fit into the song? Like, how does that happen?
I mean, yeah, it happened with trial and error. Sometimes I'm sitting in front of my guitar and in front of the Guitar Pro laptop and trying stuff for 8 hours straight and then delete everything and got another idea, which I take then, and from there on, the song goes on. So it's you try it, and when it sounds shitty, then you try it differently. When it still sounds shitty, then you try something else. That's mostly my songwriting process.
Oh yeah, and it's a good songwriting process. I mean that it does sound that simple. I mean sometimes it doesn't always work out that way when you're doing things like that, but when you break it
Yeah,
down like that, I mean that is the way it should be. Whether you either like the structure of the song or you change it.
yeah, and for me, it's important to have like little details always in the music, which you don't expect. Mostly our riffs sound that they are the same, like in one song. The riff is played like 2 or 3 times, but when you check out the actual playing, then it's always a little bit different. But as a listener, you don't hear it in the first sight. But when you listen to the album like 5 or 6 times, then you get these little details, which still gets you the like. I'm happy to hear something new, but I know the song already.
Yeah, and that's what's happening to me right now. Like every time that I go back and listen to it, it's just like obviously the shock of everything that goes on first. I mean, that's going to take precedent, but every
Yeah,
other time that I listen to it, it's like I'm listening for the other details and just hearing how layered everything is, the way everything's going. Being a drummer, I always pay attention to like how the drums are put together or the guitar tones or whatever the
yeah,
case is. I mean, there's so much to dissect just musically with the music that's going on this time around. It just, again, it it makes it so enjoyable to keep going back to and listen to because every time I go back, I hear something new.
Yeah, that was the plan, and I'm glad that it worked out. So I'm really happy to hear this. Thank you for
Oh,
that.
oh, for sure. Yeah, again, there's so much to love audibly about what's going on with the album, but I also love visually what's going on as well too. I really love the album cover for this. Like, how did that come together?
Yeah, the album cover is like a um, putting all the stories from the album together just in this one cover, and then you know a little bit what's going on in the lyrics. So we always try to visualize what we are doing lyric wise, and that's why our covers are mostly really detailed, and also this landscapes. And this time we got like 6 additional own covers for the booklet to tell the story a little bit more visually, and also got like a on the special vinyls, the limited ones, we got like a also big booklet, like a catalog where you can see all the artworks which we done with Agi Purakusamu from Indonesia. He's doing all our artwork stuff, and he's really like the best guy for it, in my opinion, because he can do different styles. He can do like all the variations which you need, and when you tell him, ah, now it's black, white, typical Indonesian design, please, then he can do it, or he can do it like really 3D style and everything. So this guy is, for me, one of the best.
Yeah, I definitely love it, and the more that I do look at it, I do see those little details that's going on, and I think it is such a great representation for the album and the story at whole too. Like the more that I go back and check everything out, like I can see how that all works, and it makes me excited to see all the additional artwork that's going to go along with the booklet as well too, just to see how that all comes together. And I'm glad that you paid that much attention to that as well too, because it's so simple to just like have like maybe like the lyrics and just like have a black background or something like that. But if you're paying that much attention to the artwork on there too, it's all the more reason to go pick it up and check it out.
Yeah, I mean, what reason do you got else to get a CD or a vinyl right now? It's not the music because you can listen to it on YouTube, Spotify, or wherever. So it's mostly because of the artworks. So we try to pay more attention on this side when it's going to the physicals, you know. And yeah, I like it more when I got a full booklet with different artworks in it, and I can still read the lyrics, but it looks more interesting.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm
and
old school.
well, I guess that's true for me too, because like as even before the streaming age, I loved picking up physical releases just so I can look through the booklet, so I can see the artwork, so I can see the details and the credits
Yeah,
and everything that goes along with that. I mean, obviously the music is so important to go with it. I mean that is also why, well, at least back in the day, like you said, like the reason you get it is for the music. Now you can stream it, but you know, just like when you have something in your hands and you're able to like look through it, look at the detail, look at what the band or the artist is going for with the artwork that can help so much with the music, it just makes you appreciate it that much more.
yeah, I mean, it's also a lot of work put into this, and normally the work is like for nothing because when CD sales are going down and everything, then you do it for just a small amount of people. But still, this small amount of people should get the best quality product, and that's why we pay attention so much for the artworks this time. The last times, it was often like you said. Uh, Parts of the main artwork put into the booklet and the lyrics always and stuff like this. But this time I wanted it differently because the quality of the music, in my opinion, was that good. So it needed also the visual quality.
Oh, absolutely. And speaking of that quality, I I gotta point out like the production on this album, I really truly love. Like I everything that I'm looking for, like if I'm looking for just the guitar, I can hear that so clearly. If I'm listening for just the drums, that sounds so clear. Like it doesn't sound too muddy or anything like that. It sounds exactly the way that it should be. Like how much effort or how much of a hard time was it to do things on the production side of things?
We recorded everything at our home studios, so everybody from us got a interface and computer, so we can record at home. Except for the drums, we did it in the White Room Studios in Cologne, in Germany, with a friend, and he's doing a good job on the drums. And then we put everything together in the song structure like it should be, and send it over to Demigod Recordings in Portugal. He was doing the mixing and the master of the music, and yeah, then that's the end result. So, and we were really happy with the work which Demigod did, and he's always doing the best sound for us because he really knows what we want, and we don't have to discuss a lot or something like this because he did also our other albums already.
Yeah, and it's already been hinted at, but it is such a great thing when you have the right people that are working behind you to work towards the same goal. They have the same vision and they want everything to be the best that it possibly can be. So when you have the right label, when you have the right cover artist, when you have the right people to do the production side, tour management, everything that goes with that. I mean, when everything's going in the right direction, it just makes everything so much better and you're able to appreciate things so much more.
Yeah, we're also really happy that Raining Phoenix was taking us over now. So we got the right promotion team behind us also. They are doing a good job, in my opinion, which we can't say of some other labels which we had in the past. But yeah, that's the life of the band. But we are really happy with Raining Phoenix, and they are a good partner for this release. And we hope we can work also in the future together.
Yeah, and that makes me so happy too because I love how diverse the label is right now with the entire roster that they have, and I'm so glad that they took a chance on a band like you guys because I think it just adds so much more to the resume of the entire label just to show what they're capable of, what they're able to show off, and show that there is great music in all these different styles out there, and hopefully, with that as well too, with them being such a bigger label now, that even more people will be able to discover what you guys are all about.
I mean, you know in which world we are living. It's all about hype trains and stuff like this. And we are an old band. It's already 26 years since we founded, and then you don't get a hype train or anything else. So you have to work your ass off to get more people and more fans. And it helps that a bigger label is behind your back because they can spread to different addresses which you couldn't reach before. And that's always good to grow the name a little bit, but it's organic and it's going slowly. But I like it like this. It's better than going from 0 to 100 in 1 year.
And then right back down to zero too, because sometimes
Yeah,
it's just like a flash where it's just like one song might take off in popularity and then everything starts to drop off. I mean, it's better to have that slow rise.
yeah. It's you just have to stay focused on the subject and then just keep on doing it. And at some point, it works out.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I will definitely say it seems like everything is working out in that right direction right now. I mean, when you have like Raining Phoenix behind you, when you got these tours that are coming up, the new album right now, like it seems like everything is going in the right direction with this album cycle. After the upcoming touring that's starting next week, like is there any other like immediate plans that's going on? I know you mentioned like doing a tour behind the whole new album, but is there anything lined up for 2026 and beyond?
At first, we have to survive 2025 with the upcoming
Very
tour,
good
and
point.
and we will be also on Indonesia tour in November for 10 days, and we are playing some big festivals and some club shows over there, and this will be also pretty hard. So we try to survive this first, and in January we are going to South Europe for Spain and Portugal shows and also South France. So this will be a small tour in South Europe, and then festival season is on again, and yeah, we will see where we strand in the end. But we are working on a lot of stuff right now besides the album release.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, again, I'm so glad to see that. And I'm glad that you're able to reach already within like a year's time. You're already hitting like Indonesia and different parts of Europe and thinking about the festival circuit already because I know how much of a challenge that can really be, but it seems like everything is going in the right direction when it comes to all of that stuff. And I'm glad to see that it is getting that live representation that it deserves.
I mean, it's a lot of hard work, and you have to write a lot of emails and talk to a lot of people. But we try to do our best to get as much live exposure as possible. It's not always easy because right now every band is on tour and every band is coming to Europe, and our market is flooded like hell. So especially for smaller bands like us, it's not an easy time. But yeah, we try to do the best.
So, thinking about that a little bit deeper, I mean, when you do have situations like that, I mean, how is that for you? Like when you are trying to like gear up for either doing like a string of club shows or doing the festival circuits or doing a few days in another continent. I mean, like, I imagine there's got to be so much preparation and hard work that goes into it, but how is that for you when you are shifting into these different positions? You know, whether you're doing an opening set or a headliner or just like constantly shifting the kind of venues. Like, how are you able to adapt?
We are not adapting. We are just doing our show. And no matter which place, we do our show the same because we are pretty old school in this. We don't have backing tracks, we don't have clicks or stuff like this. We just plug in and play our set, and you can do this everywhere on the earth, in every country, in every club, and on every festival. Just do your show, and that's why we don't have to adapt stuff like this. But you have to adapt. Maybe the time switches, the time zones are different. You have in Asia, you have to fly every day from show to show. That's a hard thing, but that's outside of the music. It's just a travel, hard to travel.
Oh, absolutely. But, you know, it's just, again, I love that mentality of just like going up on stage, making sure everything works, and then playing the best live show that you possibly can. And I wish more bands and musicians would have that mentality as well, too. And just being able to just have make sure that your gear works, being able to play the show, because that's the most important thing at the end of the day. And I'm glad to see that you guys still continue to do that.
Yeah, I mean, the more you got on stage which can break, like a laptop or electronics or any other devices, then the more the show can be ruined. So we try to keep it as simple as possible. Just one little Line 6 or Quad Cortex amp for the guitarist. I got a wireless mic, and our drummer got his cymbals and snare and stuff like this. And yeah, then we are good to go.
Oh, absolutely. And yeah, again, it makes me excited to see how the new album cycle is going to be going in that live setting and everyone's reaction to the new album. Because, again, every time I listen to it, I find something new. The more I enjoy it more and more. And just being able to get your insights and just like, you know, just the appreciation of being able to do this for almost 3 decades now, knowing what works, what doesn't, what you want to accomplish, what you don't want to, and just putting out the best music that you possibly can. It just makes me appreciate the album so much more that you have that mentality behind it. And it was so great to be able to learn so much about that insight from you and everything that's going on in the world of Stillbirth. And of course, the new album coming out on the 31st of October through Raining Phoenix. I had such a great time doing this. And I just want to thank you so much for taking the time to be able to do this once again.
Thank you for doing it. I mean, we need exposure. We are a small band, and guys like you help us to get at least some more people to listen to the stuff. And yeah, otherwise, when you do everything alone, in the end, you are also alone. So I'm happy that guys like you are doing this. I mean, it's your time you are investing, and it's all the effort you are investing just to help a small band to get some more exposure. So I'm really happy that you are doing this job.
Oh, I'm so happy to do it. I love being able to show off good music and promote it to the best of my ability, and you know, just like just have like a real good conversation for like half hour or so, and just being able to just go back and forth like this, and just earn that more appreciation for whoever I get to talk to and just learn that insight. Yeah, this has been such a great time. I just want to thank you again for this. Before we wrap up, is there anything else you'd like to mention or promote or anything else before we're done?
Uh, yeah, I got like two questions.
Sure.
Is it an audio interview or are you writing it down or what
This
are
is
you
audio
doing?
video.
Okay, audio and video.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, okay. So yeah, now I got this information. Yeah, then I would say thank you very much for listening to Stillbirth. We are very happy that you take your time and listen to our music, and maybe you like it. If you like it, give it a like, how you say it on YouTube. And we would love to see you all guys live at our live shows because that's the real experience. Yeah, I hope this happens very soon.